and welcome to another Thrillridesphotography vlog, and we are here today at Thorpe Park. The barrier, like no other, that was an absolute joke. So literally, the barriers there just go on for miles. There's about 20 people at the front there, but they still got every single person to walk round the whole entirety of the barrier system which is there. For me, it just didn't make sense whatsoever. And then you get your ticket. So you get your ticket passed over to you, to a lady. She then checks your annual pass to give it you back. And then you have to then go into another barrier as well. So, not the greatest of starts. I was warned before coming here today, the bag searches was going to be crazy. We got here really early to try and kind of get away from that. And yeah, and we still have to go through the whole of the barrier system anyway. It just doesn't make sense to me. There was literally nobody waiting, but we still have to go the whole row round. But yeah, we are in finally. The time is around about 9:45, and we are waiting to go into the area. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back and trying out some of the best rides in the UK. One of my favourite, Swarm, the B&M wing coaster. Who have I got with me? I have got Andy! Hello mate, you're back again for another vlog. So yeah, as you all know, when I normally come to the park, I normally go to the right hand side round to Swarm first of all. But to try and get on all the coasters today, hopefully, because it's going to be, I reckon it's going to be quite busy. The sun is shining, and I heard yesterday was a busy day. We're actually going to go around the other way, go towards Colossus first, and then work around the other way to try and get on all of them by midday today, and then obviously just roam the park later on. That's it guys, we're just going to wait to get into the park itself, and then we're going to get straight away onto Colossus. The park is now open and we're off to Colossus. Literally walk on the first train of the day there on Colossus, and yeah, it's running okay this season actually so far. We were literally the back row but one, and yeah, it was actually quite a pleasant ride. I banged my ear once, but because of this mast has got like a little thing behind it to strap it down a bit more, that was the only reason really why it hurt. But yeah, quite a pleasant ride. Andy, first time on Colossus, how was it?
Yeah, it was really, really good. It's a really good roller coaster to get people into it. It's not too fast, and it keeps you in your seat. It doesn't knock you around as much as I thought it would do. Yeah. With the inversions, especially the ones that does it 5 in a row. So really, really good. Yeah, definitely want to set the young kids on if you bring your kids. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so far, so good. It actually just broke down as we come out the queue line. The second train out actually broke down, so we're quite lucky there. So we're now over to Surrey, which is only on a 5-minute wait. We are just half an hour into our day here at Thorpe Park, and we have been on 2 of the top coasters here so far. Saw the ride, went into the, pretty much went up to walk on into this, the station bit where you start going up the stairs, and yeah, just kind of like really a 10-minute wait altogether. Really good. The guys are absolutely loving the masks today, trying to change it every single time we go to a different ride, but yeah, really enjoying it. The ride itself, a little bit jolty in time, but yeah, still kind of, you know, a good ride on there as well. It doesn't seem like they've done too much of the maintenance apart from the screens being fixed, but the kind of the first big lift hill. But other than that, it was okay. Andy's first time on it. What did you think, Andy? Yeah, it was a really, really good coaster. A bit like a slimmed down version of the smaller Alton Towers.
Yeah.
a nice surprise when you come out the station, just like the Smiler.
Yeah.
Keep that quiet for people that haven't been on it before. But yeah, that vertical drop, it's kind of expecting your stomach to go, but it doesn't. It's over in a flash.
Yeah.
A bit like when you're on the Oblivion when you're up there, but really good. Nice themed roller coaster. You know, when you're walking through the queue line. Yeah. And when you get in the station, it's nice and themed. So really, really good coaster. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Not as good as the Smiler though.
No. And like Airtime Hill.
Oh yes.
It's probably one of the best airtimes I think in the UK. That.
Definitely. It's yeah, it certainly gets your stomach going. That does when you go over that.
Definitely. Yeah, good attraction there, and kind of good. The trim brake on the kind of this halfway through wasn't on, so it literally just drops right down really quickly as well. If you know that bit's not on, you know that the last two inversions are going to be quite harsh, but you know, still quite a fun ride there on it. I get kind of pinch marks on it if I ride it too many times. Andy was saying actually I can't feel it compared to what you are, so I'll take it, it's just different variations of people that's been on it and that as well. Next up is the B&M Invert Nemesis Inferno. Now Andy can't remember riding this, but I believe it was here when he came the first time, so if you can't remember it, it's a new ride credit, isn't it? Surely. Here we go then guys, it is B&M Invert Nemesis Inferno. When I get to this bit of row one, is the in-betweeners monologue. We are only 40 minutes into our day here at Thorpe Park, and we have got on our third coaster, big coaster of the day. We are absolutely motoring round today, so definitely worth going the opposite way round today. Got to open my eyes a little bit to be fair. In terms of the ride itself, it's just fantastic, isn't it? It's just such a shame that they kind of use the same name that gives it so, you know, kind of a bit of hate really. For me, the first kind of start of that ride is absolutely fantastic. I really do love the kind of the twist and turn coming out the tunnel going into the lift hill. For me, it's just absolutely brilliant. And then it's just relentless. Once it gets off that lift chain, it literally just spins and goes and goes. It really does. But yeah, absolutely great. Andy, can you remember it now?
Yes. Just about, yes I do.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, when you come out the station, it drops down, and then, like you say, it does that little rocking motion on the track before it gets to the lift. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And then, like you say, once it's released, you've gone, that's it. Maybe probably better sitting at the back than at the front.
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
So we'll have to go on again later and try and get near the back. Is it better than Nemesis? I don't think it is, unfortunately.
Give it time and wait for the back later.
Okay, I'll make that judgment after then, but
yeah.
At the front, I think the front at the Nemesis is probably the best one, but yeah. But absolutely brilliant, like I say. That loop I think is a bit more tighter than the one at Orton Towers.
Yeah.
So it gives you that feeling, but yeah, it's a really, really good roller coaster. And I'm a fan of inverts, but at the moment, is it better than Nemesis? No.
Okay, well, we'll see later on, we'll get on there. But yeah, in terms of the loop itself, I think because you obviously got a tighter rock formation on Nemesis itself, the speed kind of looks, you know, feels different to the open air that you probably got here at kind of Thorpe Park. But yeah, absolutely great so far. The staff are absolutely loving the mast today. I have had such a big praise from every single ride station so far. They've absolutely loved it. Stealth's only on 5 minutes. That is the next ride for us. We're looking forward to getting on. The 0 to 80 miles an hour ride here in 1.9 seconds, I think it is. Andy, this will be the quickest launch that you've ever experienced.
Yeah, definitely.
And
it is nearly the tallest, because obviously Blackpool Pleasure Beach's big one is slightly taller, but a 200 foot coaster. We're on our way to it now. But yeah, are you looking forward to getting on one of the fastest launches out there?
No. Oh, yeah, of course I am. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really, really good.
The challenge is he's got to get his arms up from the start all the way to the end. I will let you know if he does it or not. There we go. So after 15 minutes we had 2 rides there on the Intamin launch coaster here at Thorpe Park. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Absolutely fantastic, snappy launch, as you can just see behind me there. It's running really well actually this year. It's fantastic. There's a lot of pull on that first kind of bit of the launch, all the way up until the last quarter when it kind of starts releasing off. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. It's great to get to the very top and have a look round to Thorpe Park and kind of see what's going on there with Nemesis Inferno just down by the bottom bit there. But yeah, really enjoyed it, and also the brakes work very well as normal as well as you hit the brake run there. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Andy, your first time on it, what did you think?
Incredible.
Yeah?
Absolutely incredible, yeah. I mean, I went on Icon, that was on the launch, but it wasn't a really fast launch.
No.
This is obviously a proper true launch, and oh, it's brilliant. The pull that it gives you, and then like I say, once it releases to stop that pull, you can feel it, and then you start going up, and then when you get to the top, the view, you got that split second before you start going back down, so you can get a good view of it, and then just looking down. Brilliant, and like I say, the brakes are really working really well.
No,
really push you forward to stop you.
They do work very well. If you do want to kind of see pictures from the very top, there are pictures out there where you can actually see that as well. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic there as well. A little bit disappointed with the ride, kind of the station kind of guy in there. So we were kind of row 9, and we're like, can we just wait one more for the front? No, you're not allowed to because of COVID. I mean, that's the most ridiculous kind of thing I've ever heard in my life, to be fair. It's not that we're going to be waiting around in the station for 20 odd minutes. There was no one literally going there. We'd have been the next one after that. But apparently, due to COVID, we're not allowed to wait in the station. But you can wait in the station in any other rows. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense, does it?
It's ridiculous. Like I say, you're not waiting any longer.
No.
It's
I don't know.
And then you're wearing your mask, so I can't see what the issue is, to be honest.
No, if you're good enough to open the park, right, you're good enough to allow people just to wait one other row to be able to get to the front row. For me, I don't get it. It really, when you've got kind of, you've travelled and stuff like this as well, I just don't know why parks don't allow, if requested, you to go in the row that they want to. A lot of parks do that. They kind of, the enthusiasts they look after. But that was just a little bit silly. We'll try it later on. It could just be that person who's, just being a bit funny. But we'll try a bit later on, because again, it's still on the 5-minute queue at the moment. But now we've got to walk round to the other side of the park now, pretty much over the back, to go on the B&M wing coaster, which is one of my favourite coasters here at Thorpe Park. I just love the actual gliding of it, the kind of the first drop. It's an absolutely fantastic ride, and I can't wait to take my brother on it for the first time. Luck is on our side today. 5-minute queue for Swarm. When this ride first opened, it actually had the back rows turned around the opposite way, so you could actually ride it backwards. And it went on for a few seasons. So there's kind of a mixture kind of thing really in terms of how it went. So there's a few people saying that they kind of stopped it because it was clogging up the queues. And also other people saying that they just didn't want to ride it. I would love for them just to, for one season, even probably like an anniversary or something like that, bring that back, because I'd love to have done it. Unfortunately, I wasn't really doing theme parks at that time when they kind of was doing that, or even down this area. So yeah, I didn't unfortunately get to ride it, but I would love to ride it backwards and see what it actually felt like. You imagine that, kind of riding it backwards.
Oh, the back, brilliant, wasn't it?
The back rows was literally backwards, so you could go up the lift hill backwards. The views would have been incredible just going up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so here we go, and this time, so as you know guys, I always go on the left hand side back row, my favourite seat. I always seem to do it, but sometimes it is worth going for the right side later on just to try something different. But I'm going to take Andy first of all on my favourite side, then we'll go on the opposite side and see which one he prefers.
11 and we are all coasted out. So we have done Colossus, we've done Saw, Nemesis Inferno, Stealth twice, Swarm twice on both sides. For me, I still love that side. It's one of my favourite sides, and I can see why. I absolutely enjoy it. Andy, which side would you like the best?
I'm going against you. I prefer the right-hand side.
No!
Yeah, it was. I thought it was a lot better, a lot more intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And what did you think of the ride?
Oh, it's really, really good. It's nice and smooth. It's not too fast.
Yeah.
It doesn't get your stomach going, so it's a nice, you know, for a young kid who's just hit 1.4, perfect ride to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And the view up there when you get to the top of the lift hill is brilliant. Looking over at London and all that, it's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, on the left-hand side for the view, the right-hand side for the ride itself for me.
Yeah. So we're going to go back round because it's literally one train wait in the station for the ride. So we're going to kind of do a front row actually, because it's been a long time probably since I've done a front row ride on it. And it's kind of just nice just to get that different feeling ever so often, especially when it's not as busy as it is. So yeah, I want to go to the left hand side, and then later on we can do the right hand side if need to, front row, if the queues continue to be like they are. So we're going to have a front row ride now on Swarm. So we have been on all four corners now of Swarm, and yeah, I'm still holding my finger round on that. It is still the back row left side for me, but the front row rides are also incredible as well. Andy, what did you think? What was the verdict?
Absolutely brilliant. For me, the best was front, right-hand side. Yeah, definitely. Really loved it. It seems a lot quicker than being at the back.
Yeah.
So we tried left. That was alright, but yeah, for me it was the right-hand side. So completely opposite to you.
Yeah,
opposite
definitely.
corners, isn't it? Really.
So yeah, like I said, it's not the fastest ride in the world. It's not the kind of the most intense, but it's something about it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just
the flowiness of it. It's just quite nice to do.
It flows really nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Really nicely. It's definitely like ones for if you've not been on roller coasters much and you want to get into it to build up. Definitely one to start off with.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've done literally everything. We've done all coasters. We've been on Swarm 4 times, every single corner you can think of. We've had something to eat, and it's like 12:30. So it is now time to try some flat rides. Andy's never been on a swing kind of flat ride before, so I'm going to go and take him on Rush and see what he thinks of it. I absolutely love this ride. I think it's incredible. Get some really good feelings on there. So that's the next up for us will be Rush.
To enjoy a safe, adrenaline-fueled day with us on the island like no other, please no other. Wash and sanitize your hands regularly.
So, brush, a great there, flat ride. It feels like the cycle's a lot smaller this year compared to what it was before. It just doesn't feel like it goes up slightly high compared to what it used to, but I still enjoy that ride. Andy, what did you think of the swing?
Yeah, it was alright, yeah. It was okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, it's alright, it's not as brilliant as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a shame really, because I was expecting it to be a bit more, but you know, it's still a great kind of ride to get on, and it was literally a 5-minute wait, wasn't it really?
Yeah.
So
you've got to take the chances when you buy the rides, aren't you?
Yeah.
The queue says this more, you might as well go on it.
Yeah, definitely. And we was on Quantum. We were on Quantum again.
Yeah, we did.
It's all right. Had a bit of poke on it this time compared to the last time I went on. I was like, oh, that's a bit my thing. So yeah, it was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Again, this is what it is. You wouldn't wait that long for it, but why there's no queue? We literally went on there straight away. So, and then weirdly for me, I actually went back round and we did Colossus, didn't we? Again?
We did, yeah.
And
Brilliant.
we had a really good ride on it. I'm actually really happy this year with it. It ran really well. And really quick.
It was quicker than the first one.
So much quicker than the first time we went on it this morning.
It was the first ride of the day, though.
Yeah, I suppose so.
First train.
Yeah, I suppose. But it absolutely flew round. The only bit that jarred me is actually just the Cobra roll, the other side. And again, I don't think it was that bad. It was just because obviously these have got like little things in the back, so they just bang. When you do bang, you just click your heel a little bit. But it was great, wasn't it? It was a really good ride.
Fantastic ride, yeah. I love it. It's one of my favourites today at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, quite surprising. It was one of my favourites.
Definitely, it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. You know, and that for me, you know, bearing in mind I used to hate the thing as well. You know, they've done whatever they've done to it. They've done a really good job of maintaining it. You know, a lot of people said, you know, it's a big coaster, but they kind of say it's a bit outdated now. If they can keep up the maintenance on that to make it, you know, feel and work as good as what I felt today, I'm happy to keep it here. I really am. But yeah, really good ride.
Yeah, it's so smooth as well. So smooth.
Really enjoying it.
Nothing like the corkscrew at Alton Towers back in the day. It used to come off there and you used to have a headache.
Oh, definitely,
yeah. Head, but
yeah, and that's why one of the reasons why I had to go in the end, to be fair. So, but yeah, sunny shining here today. It's about 16, 17 degrees, isn't it?
It's a lovely day.
It's a really hot day here, and in terms of park kind of busyness, not really that busy at all, to be fair. When we was on Swarm earlier on, we literally went out off the edge, and there's only 3 rows of cars in the car park, so it isn't that busy at all today compared to yesterday. Apparently it was heard it's very busy. So the next up for us is going to be Soar again. You know, again, great ride. It's not really something that I would continuously go on, but while we're here, and it's on a 30-minute wait at the moment, so it's kill some time a little bit while I update everything. But yeah, here we go. Nice ride on Soar. When I'm at Thorpe Park now, one of my favourite things to do is actually going to get a Ben and Jerry's milkshake at £4.95 with an annual pass discount of £1, so you get it for £1.90. It's fantastic. I go for the strawberry and cheesecake, and then I go for the cookies and cream and the Bake Alaska, and it is absolutely sensational. Really good ride, really good milkshake, sorry. In terms of this as well, it's a shame really that the gardens are not back open again here at Thorpe Park. I love spending a little bit of time in here, and at the moment it's currently closed off. And they do a fantastic job of making it look really good year after year, and unfortunately it is closed, so we can't go and chill out over there. But yeah, I'm going to go and drink this, and then my plan is to get back on Stealth, which is currently only on a 5-minute wait. They're literally walking onto the ride. So I'm going to get this down me and then get back on some more Launch Coaster madness.
while we was on our way to Swarm, we've noticed by the footage there that they've stopped on the lift hill. So unfortunately we thought we'd change direction to go towards Stealth again. Literally walk on at the moment. The trains are actually going out the station pretty much empty. So yeah, we're going to spend some more time going on Stealth as it just goes up. There we go. So we had our time on Stealth. We got to the station, no one really waiting at all, managed to get on, and then we got off, and then we got on, and then we got off, and then we got on, and then we got off, and then we got on. They opened the little side gate to allow us to get round, and after 10 rides without leaving the station, we finally got on Stealth, and we finally did front row, didn't we? It took ages, didn't it? Yeah, it did, yeah. They're quite strict on making sure that everybody was in their right rows, so it was potluck, you couldn't wait any extras for it, so... Yeah. Finally. And, what did you think of front row? Oh, front row's brilliant. It's so quick on the acceleration. Obviously you're hanging when you're at the top, so it's not so good when you're at the top. But the feel of that acceleration, the wind in your face. Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable, isn't it? It is, yeah, definitely absolutely crazy. It really is. So yeah, we managed to get on in the little side gate and get our way onto there. So we've actually made our way to 14 rides now on that today. So yeah, we were absolutely motoring in terms of the time that we've been here and how many rides we've got on. So yeah, you pretty much experienced nearly everything like over and over now, haven't you? Every single ride we've done. We've been on twice. Nemesis Inferno as well. Did we? I don't even know if we mentioned that. Yeah, that's twice we've been on there. Yeah, we've done a Nemesis Inferno. We enjoyed that as well. Yeah, I don't know where. We've been literally just like, I don't know, mine's gone blank now in terms of how many we've done. I'm not used to doing this many. It's crazy. We go to Thorpe, you know, gone to Alton Towers and Blackpool and that. We've been going on a few rides. We're literally coast to coast to coaster today. So yeah, absolutely crazy. We have headed out over now to Swarm, because it is now back running, as you can hear in the background. So we are going to have a few more rides on this before we end our vlog here at Thorpe Park.
welcome addition here at Thorpe Park this year is this queue time board, which is just located on the container, which tells you the queue time for swarm without even going into that area. That's absolutely fantastic. Like, the amount of times that I've gone over to there and the queue line's been longer than I thought it was. So yeah, welcome addition there. So just there, and then you can literally walk over to there to ride the ride itself. So look out for it when you're here, it's just there. After 2 rides there on Swarm, without getting out of our seats. Thank you to the ride attendants there for allowing us to stay on that for another go. And then we went round to go on to the opposite side again to finish our day here at Thorpe Park. So we're leaving about half an hour early. We've done everything that we can do, and we've gone pretty hard today in terms of the coaster counts. We've done quite a lot. So even just Swarm we've done about 7 times, I think it is. So you know, it's kind of been a long day. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Some really good stuff that they've done around the park. It looks nice and clean. Always one of my things that I check out for is the Swarm ride area where the trains sit. Always looks really dirty. I like when they've kind of jet washed it, and they've done that this year. All the fencing's all been jet washed down as well, making it look a lot cleaner than it does normally. Andy, you enjoyed your day?
Oh, absolutely brilliant. I think it's probably been my best ever theme park visit.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I've been to quite a few, but today, just the sheer fact that we've gone on so many rides,
yeah,
value for money, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And of course, it's something new. I haven't been here since 2007, so most of the rides have been new to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, all of them have been absolutely brilliant.
You enjoyed it all, yeah?
Absolutely brilliant, yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Stealth definitely a stick out one for me, just the fact that
we got how many times we've had to get on it without even getting
course.
off. Yeah, it was brilliant, it really was. Yeah, and the sun's been shining. You can see that you've caught the sun today.
Yeah,
I think I've probably caught the sun. You know, the weather's been fantastic. There's not been many people in the park, and we managed to get on pretty much everything really quickly. In terms of ride of the day for you then, what do you reckon?
it's close. It's got to be Stealth, but it's closely followed by Colossus. I thought Colossus was brilliant. Absolutely really good.
And
really good.
It's so weird that kind of like everyone has their own things as well in terms of what they love doing and that as well. Stealth is always going to be a standout, whoever you are in terms of coming here. For me, I still love Swarm. There's something about it I love. I just like the riding and just going through the floater air times and stuff that you do as well, the intensity going through. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. You've loved the Colossus, and you know, there's a lot of people that don't like Colossus.
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Definitely.
It's such a smooth ride, and you know, like I say, if you've got someone that's like coming up to 1.4, it's a great ride to start out with before you go on the big boys.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, glad to get back. We will be here quite a few times this year. Like I said, it is quite close to me, so I can get here quite a lot. But yeah, with obviously Europe being closed, you know, we'll be coming to a lot more UK parks at the moment until we can get back out to Europe to be able to get some of the new big boys that's opening up across Europe this year. But that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch your ass down the road.